الجرحي هيكلمنا على موضوع اسمه energy.
Hello everyone. After all the funny talks, this is a deep one, so please put your serious face on. Okay, energy. Let me start by this photo of two insignificant phones. Now, what do they run on? Of course, they run on batteries. Now, cars and public transport vehicles. What do they run on? Fuel. Chemical energy. Now, the sun. What does it run on? It runs on hydrogen, which burns itself and gives us light energy everywhere. Again, energy. Now, bear with me. This is a human being. Okay? Now, what is a human being composed of? In my opinion, a human being is composed of 4 different partitions. The first one would be organs and muscles. Takes their energy and runs on nutrients and oxygen and food. The second and third one for me would be the brain and the heart. The brain for me runs on deep intellectual thoughts and information or whatever. And the heart for me runs on healthy relationships, and if you're lucky, a healthy relationship, healthy friendships, and if you're lucky, a healthy relationship with a significant other. Of course, healthy relationships. Now, the fourth one for me would be the soul. You see, your soul too runs on something. Your soul too runs on energy. Energy that is interchangeable, can be acquired or lost. If acquired, you'd find yourself able to face any obstacle in your way. You'd find yourself helping others unconditionally. You'd find yourself on top of the world with no doubt in you that you can conquer it if you so want to. But what if it's drained? What if you spent years and years with energy slipping away from you without you even noticing it? And then it finally hits you. You're burnt out, your battery is dead, and the lights go out. Okay, so what would happen if this occurred? Let me tell you what would happen. You'd find yourself waking up with no intention whatsoever to get yourself a simple cup of water or just a little sandwich for breakfast. And you'll just lie there in your bed with a lump in your throat, another lump crushing your heart, and if only for the lump of urine present in your bladder, you wouldn't get up. Okay. Okay. So, if you manage to get yourself up from bed, you'd find yourself cancelling arrangements and cancelling outings that you yourself might have even arranged. You'd find yourself ignoring your friend's text for maybe 1 or 2 days or even a week, and you'd find yourself at any minor inconvenience eligible to get broken into little pieces. Now, if somehow again you manage to keep yourself intact and not in little pieces, you'd find yourself have given up on the things you love the most, on your dreams, just because you don't have enough energy to fight for them. Now, why does this occur? Why does battle yells shut down? Why does this happen? The first one for me would be toxic relationships. That toxic relationship. You see, all of us have been in a friendship or relationship where there's just some people who just take and never give back. And if somehow, if at some point you decide to give them less than you usually do, they complain and nag the whole time. Oh my God, you don't love me anymore. Oh my God, you're not my friend. And they just be like, لا يا عم لا انت مش ادم اللي انا اعرفه يا عم ادم يا عم ادم خد حب واهتمام بس حل عن نافوخي. The second one for me would be for those who can't say no. You see, if anyone comes for help for those who can't say no, they would actually help them, even if the person who asks them for help is actually eligible to do that task themselves. Just because they can't say no, they'll help them anyway. So they spend their time helping others instead of helping themselves, which is toxic. The next one is actually my favorite. Procrastination. Okay, so I actually wanted this talk to be about procrastination, but I kept procrastinating writing and writing a piece, and I had this written up before, so here we are. Okay, so basically, all of us have been in a situation where we, in maybe one or two tests, or even all of them, you know, for experienced procrastinators like me. So had one or two tests in their lives where you just kept piling. If you have 6 days or something, you kept playing around the first 6 days, and oh my, the 7th day, or even the last few hours, oh my god, I have a test tomorrow, and you kept piling up the work for the last few hours. And so you spend the first 6 days, you know, doing nothing and playing around, and at the final day, oh my god, I have a test tomorrow. So basically, you just do all of the work at the last few hours instead of arranging the work on the days you have, which is completely energy draining. And then the final one for me would be comparisons. ابن خالتك أحسن منك. We all heard that. Or, you know, the most famous ابن خالة, Ayman al-Karawi. Okay, so what does comparisons do? Comparisons cause you to improve aspects of yourself that you don't even care about, because you're not content of how people look at you. So you improve aspects that you don't care about instead of aspects you do actually care about, which is again energy draining in the wrong direction, which is actually a dead end. So how to recharge? How do I recharge my energy if it's drained? Well, the first one for me would be to surround yourself by friends and people who would actually recharge you when your battery is drained, even just by being around. And of course, no toxic relationships or friendships whatsoever. They are not worthy of your love or care. You are worthy of your love or care. Which takes me to the second point. Love yourself. Now, how do I love myself? We all heard that sentence, but how do I do it? Now, before that, I actually want to show you me, so... This meme is actually not famous, but how do I love myself? Well, first of all, take care of how you look. Give yourself time to eat healthy, sleep well, exercise. Now, this is the most important one. Forgive your past mistakes. Why? Because actually, if you don't forgive your past mistakes, you'd be stuck in the past and not improve yourself. Accept your flaws, but try to improve them. And while you do that, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time to improve. Give yourself time to grieve, if you so want. You're beautiful, you're enough, you're unique, and you're worthy. Now, for those who can't say no, help others if you can. Learn to say no if you can't. Be a Belize La person instead of a Belize K person, okay? Just, if you can't, don't help them. Just, please, just say no politely. And then, enough with procrastination. Find the perfect balance between work and play. How do I do that? You know, this is, let's say if you have a test or something, or a project, you have 5 days, and instead of doing nothing, in the first few days, no work, and oh my god, and all of the work in the last day, you know, just do a bit of work in the first day, a bit of work on the second day, more work, and then the last day, the stress would probably help you to do your best and actually work, and you'd probably get the work done without energy drain. The last one, actually the one before last, the one before last for me would be comparisons. Enough with comparisons. Let me give you an example. If you get graduated at 23, if someone gets graduated at 23 and they get a job at 26, and you get graduated at 25, you can still get a job at 26. You're not late compared to others. It's not your time yet. The final one and the most important one would be find your passion. It's actually passion first. Okay. Find your passion. Find your passion. Find what would help you get up on the darkest of your days with an open heart and a ready soul to face the obstacles of the world, even if there's no one around to help you. And of course, it goes without saying, without the help of your pal. Find your purpose, and find what lifts your soul on fire, because that is only one true fuel. And that, my friend, is what helps you to conquer the world if you so want. Thank you.